Hey everybody, thanks so much for joining us here on 9 News Plus on this, what is for now a calm Wednesday, but we got some wild weather to come. I'm meteorologist Chris Bianchi, and by the way, our 9 News weather team, we're tracking it. There's actually 3 meteorologists. I can't remember last time we had this. There are 3 meteorologists within about 15 feet of me. We got Danielle Grant, who's going to be doing the noon. Got Corey Reppenhagen and Keely Chalmers also over my right shoulder, not too far away as well. So we're all keeping an eye on this wacky weather that is about to come. First things first, I think the big takeaways today, we're going to be talking about some pretty strong storms in southeast Colorado, Palmer Divide on south and east. Then tomorrow, some really high fire danger. We do not want to overlook that. And then as we get into your Friday, that's when we get this huge temperature tumble. We're going to go from probably the low 90s down to right around freezing by your Friday night. So this is a huge change in weather that is coming on up. So again, what you need to know, and specifically here in Denver, high fire danger for your day tomorrow, very high fire danger. And again, we don't want to overlook that with the ongoing drought. Then for Saturday and Sunday morning, I think what's going to be the biggest impact from this next storm system for Denver specifically, this is below 6,000 feet, it's going to be frost, likely on both Saturday and Sunday morning, with those temperatures getting down to right around 30 degrees. And yes, we do have some slushy snow in store for us Friday night and Saturday morning. But here in town, again, the big reunion of 9 News meteorologists, we all came to the conclusion that I think we're not going to get more than an inch of snow. Right, Corey? Right. Corey's looking at me, so just making sure we're right on that one. But he still thinks so. Danielle, I think, agrees well. I'll take the hairspray as a sign of yes. So for today, again, you've got mostly sunny skies, a few fair weather clouds starting to pop on up. Those will give way to some pretty strong storms south of town. I think Palmer Divide on south and east, that's where we're looking at the best chance at seeing some stronger storms later on this afternoon and this evening. And the Storm Prediction Center outlook kind of goes in line with that. So the dark green, that indicates a level 1 risk on a 0 to 5 scale in terms of the potential for severe storms. The yellow, that is a level 2 on a 0 to 5 scale in terms of that potential for severe weather, damaging winds, and large hail possible in those areas. That does include Colorado Springs. It also includes Pueblo, Lamar, La Junta, and again, Highway 50 on south will have the best chance at seeing some of those stronger storms later on this afternoon and this evening. Weak little system dropping its way on through. This is the one that's going to generate some of the stronger storms starting around 2-3 o'clock. Colorado Springs, Pueblo, again around 2 or 3 o'clock is when you can expect your best chance for a storm. And then southeast Colorado, probably a bit later than that, maybe between about 3 and 6 for us. And then, yeah, there it is, popping on up some of that much talked about snow that will be in store for us for late Friday night and to your Saturday morning. Again, Denver area, not a big deal. Foothills, big deal. Mountains, big deal for us in terms of that, again, those impacts from the snow. We'll get into more detail on Friday in just a second. But here in the immediate metro area, I don't think we're looking at a whole lot from today's setup. The best chance, again, Palmer Divide on south and east. So Castle Rock, Monument, Larkspur, Kiowa, again, Douglas, central and southern Douglas and Elbert counties. That's where you'll have the chance at seeing a storm later on today. But I think here in Denver, it's just going to be too dry. We're going to get a little downsloping wind off the Palmer Divide. That'll keep us probably dry here in town. Now, what we will be expecting here in Denver, pretty warm temperatures. Once again, keep in mind our average high for this time of year probably hasn't felt this way because it's been so warm for so long. Our average high for this time of year is right around 70 degrees. So it's already 75 degrees for us at 11 a.m. here in Denver. Southeast Colorado, already a few spots over 80 degrees. Mountains, 50s and 60s. Again, we're going to be topping on out around 10 degrees above the norm for this time of year later on this afternoon. So we do have some increasing clouds, some isolated storms. Best chance south and east of Denver for your day today. High temperature, again, right around 80 degrees. That's 10 degrees above the norm. And those temperatures, again, on the mild side for your day today. Then as we get into southeast Colorado, that's where we could get some of those highs closer to about 90 degrees. And that gives us just a bit more energy coupled with a bit more moisture out that way. I think, again, southeast Colorado, better chance at seeing some strong to severe storms. Tonight, it's quiet and comfortable. Enjoy it while it lasts because weather about to go on a bit of a roller coaster ride starting a little bit today, but really more into your day tomorrow. Some really strong winds. But tonight, 30s and 40s on the plains, 20s and 30s for those lows on up into the mountains. Again, something that Corey actually brought up earlier on today is may want to remember the fact that I don't want to be too alarmist about this, but just don't overlook the fire danger for your day tomorrow. But something that Corey was talking about is remember that back on New Year's Eve, we had that snow event, and that kind of got a little overlooked because, of course, the day before was the Marshall Fire on December the 30th. And again, I know that sounds a little bit ominous. I just mean to say, please don't overlook the fire danger for tomorrow. I know a lot of the focus, understandably and excitably, is around the cold and the snow and the huge temperature drop on Friday. Don't overlook the fire danger tomorrow. It's going to be pretty nasty out there in terms of those fire weather conditions. Could be talking about wind gusts, in some cases, 60 plus miles an hour. So again, tomorrow does have the makings of unfortunately, I know we're sick and tired of talking about it. I am, you are sick and tired of hearing about it. Danielle says she's tired about talking about it as well. I'm sure the rest of the gang feels the same way. Look, we're all sick and tired about talking about this, but it's just going to be in place again tomorrow. So just keep in mind, again, the usual stuff, nothing with a spark outdoors. Have the go bag ready to go if you are in a fire-prone area. So again, those usual things, just keep those in mind for your day tomorrow. And then by Friday and your Saturday, we get some really significant relief coming on up from the recent drought conditions. We're going to get a really good amount of moisture for us here into the Front Range. That is great news. We're thrilled about it. I'm doing basically somersaults here in my seat right now about this moisture we're going to get. But the issue is, Danielle's laughing at me, but that's okay. We do have some pretty gusty winds for your day tomorrow. Look at those gusts on up into the foothills, 60 plus miles an hour possible for us. Denver, I think we'll end up with some gusts in the 35, 40 mile an hour range, a little stronger as you head just west of I-25. Tomorrow we do have a fair bit of cloud cover. 88 is our forecast high for now. Wouldn't be surprised if we get up to around 90 degrees. Our record high for tomorrow is 92. Outside shot of getting that, probably not, but sometimes we can overperform some of those forecast highs on days like tomorrow where we got some strong winds. Again, tomorrow does look very warm, very windy, and very dry. So again, want to reemphasize the fire danger, and hour by hour, again, those temperatures on the warm side throughout your Thursday, May the 19th. Forecast highs tomorrow. Again, a few spots will certainly touch 90 in the metro. I think in town, right around 90 degrees should do it for us. And again, tomorrow's a dry day, and it's not until Friday and Thursday night and Friday morning that we get a very powerful cold front that moves its way on through. That will take those temperatures, just tumble them. We're going to go from right around 90 degrees on Thursday afternoon, and within about 30 hours, we're going to go down to around freezing here in town. So that will make it a good 60-degree drop in about 48 hours here in Denver. This is stunning stuff, even for us here. We're used to the wacky weather here in Colorado. This is, even for us, pretty wacky stuff that we're going to be talking about. Some showers. I think it's mainly rain to start here in Denver. Then we flip over during the day on your Friday to snow in town. The foothills, the mountains, that's where we get on some of the snow. And so I know a lot of us are asking how much snow we can expect. I do think we are going to be looking at some accumulation in the foothills and some higher accumulations to get on up into the mountains. In Denver, up to an inch of very wet, slushy snow. It will be low impact here in Denver. So again, I know there's a lot of hype. There's a lot of discussion. Yes, it's weird to get snow on May the 20th, May the 21st. Yes, it's weird, but it is low impact here in Denver. The snow in town below 6,000 feet should be mainly just a little bit on your car top. It's what I call Snapchat snow, where it gets a lot of buzz on social media. But in terms of the actual meaningful accumulation, it's going to be a low impact event for us here in Denver. It should stay off the roads because of those 90-degree temperatures the day before. And the foothills, where we could be talking about the possibility for 3 inches plus worth of accumulation. But here's the good news. We're going to be talking about a lot of moisture here in town. So we get a lot of rain, a lot of wet snow, and that could lead to over an inch of precipitation for us here in Denver, and that is phenomenal news. So we get the meaningful moisture, hopefully without snap trees, snap power lines. Again, 7,000 feet or above, that's where I'm concerned about the potential for snap trees, snap power lines, things like that from the heavy, wet snow that could fall. Winter storm watches for the foothills and the Palmer Divide for 4 to 12 inches worth of snowfall. That's where we're looking at those big concerns. But in town, in Denver, a lot of beneficial moisture. So I feel like I've been saying so much in the way of bad news over the last few weeks in terms of the fire danger and the drought. We do have really good news coming on up with this storm system on your Friday night and your Saturday morning in terms of the amount of rain, the amount of wet snow that we'll be getting, and hopefully, knock on wood here, that we can avoid some of those higher level impacts. But again, we're going to go from storms today to fire danger on your Thursday to snow on Friday. I mean, just wacky weather, even for Colorado standards. So buckle on up. We've got a bit of a roller coaster ride of weather in store. And of course, the 9 News weather team, including the ring of meteorologists got around us right now, will be tracking it closely for you over the next few days. Meteorologist Danielle Grant has an update coming up at 9 News at noon, and Chief Meteorologist Kathy Sabin in at 4, 5, 6, 9, and 10 on the 9 News family of networks. In the meantime, I'm meteorologist Chris Bianchi. Thanks for joining us here on 9 News Plus, and have a great rest of your day.